Welcome, 6th graders,
to the middle school library.
I'm Cassie,
And I'm Aaliyah.
and we're going to be telling you everything you need to know about the library. The first thing you need to know is when you can come in. The time is from 7:30 to 3:30. Sorry.
In the beginning of the school you can come, and after school, if you're coming in between classes, you have to have a pass from your teacher. If you don't, just remind your teacher to give you
a pass. Yeah. Next thing you need to know is that we have computers. Computers are for your use for schoolwork. You cannot play games on them, but you can do schoolwork on them. And if you get permission from Ms. Cafidi, you can. Printers.
Okay. The printers, if your teacher has an assignment for you, you can print it out. Just tell Ms. Cafidi that it's for your class. But if you don't and you need to print something out otherwise, it's 10 cents to pay for it.
Now, the next thing is the fiction section. This is the fiction section with all the fiction books, and this is probably one of the most popular sections. This is the nonfiction section. This is where you can go to find stuff for projects and reports. This is for biographies. This is also for reports and projects. And then this is the series section.
The series section has all different kinds of series. Most of the kids that are going to 6th grade, when we were going to 6th grade, we usually went over here. There's a lot of good books and there's different stories for each and every one. There's there's girls and boys, so it's all mixed.
This is for your age, but on the other side, it's for high schoolers only. That brings us to this side, which is high school area and adult. They have biographies, religion books, pure science, technology,
history, and all that.
So you won't be coming over here because this is for high school and adults, but you will be here for classes. That reminds me that we need to tell you about biographies, fiction. They'll tell you on the top of every bookshelf what the section is. So that'll be fiction because it says, the sign there says fiction. That'll be history and geography, and all the signs will say it.
So above everything, if you just need help, you can just ask Ms. Cafidi or just look above the shelf to make sure that you have the right book. And next, book bags. When you come in and you have your book bags on the ground, don't leave them on the ground so somebody could trip on it. Just either put it under the computer if you're using the computer, or just put it close to you so that nobody trips on it and they know that the book bag is there.
Next thing is cleaning. So if you are ripping a page out of a spiral notebook and there are those fringy things that are left over, don't just leave them on the ground for Ms. Cafidi to pick up, because that's not very nice and it's your mess, not Ms. Cafidi's. So when you're done in the library, make sure you pick up all of your trash, not just the leftover paper, any type of trash. So broken pencils, crumpled up paper, ripped paper, anything that you might have left behind. Pick it up before you leave and throw it out.
And next thing, drinks and food. There's no drinks to be allowed in here. If it's closed, it could be in your book bag, but just don't open it or don't drink food drink drink your drinks or eat food.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them how long they can borrow for?
Oh, yeah. So for borrowing books, you are open to any of the books in the junior high area. So you can borrow books for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, sorry. And then 2 weeks, and then you can also renew books if you want them for longer. Also, if you're using a reference book, you can only have them for 2 days.
Okay, and when you don't pay it, when you don't turn the book in after your 2 weeks, you get a fine. It's 10 cents a day. So turn your books in.
And then these are the couches. They're for your use. They're very comfortable. I enjoy them. Over here is where me and my friends like to do homework. And then
Right here is the big couch. Okay, so Miss Cafidi doesn't want any girls and boys. It's either just girls or just boys. If there's a girl and a boy, you'll have to separate. And
yeah, you can't be on this couch together. Miss Cafidi for classes will sometimes, if you do sit over here, she'll say the boys and the girls have to take turns. So the boys will sit on here for one class, and if we're there the next week, then the girls can sit on the couch.
But just remember, like if the girl and the boy want to sit on this couch, there's a whole lot of other couches. I mean, this one is big, but there's a whole lot of other couches that you can sit on. Okay, over here, Cassie.
So this is our featured fiction area and recent arrivals.
Okay, so in all of them, I forgot to tell you this, but in all of these books, not all of them, but in most of the ones that are over here, they have dots on them. This tells you what they're for. So up there it says featured fiction with a green dot. That tells you that all of these with the green dots are featured fiction.
And then over here is the recent arrivals. They are all the books that recently arrived. So throughout the year, Miss Cafidi will be bringing in new books and ordering new books. And if you want, you can also tell her some books that you really like, and she can get it if she approves. And that's the recent arrivals. No phones. If you do have a phone, leave it in your locker. We don't like having phones here because it's disruptive, and you don't want them in a library when you're trying to read.
And if you do bring your phone by accident, just put it in your book bag, make sure it's on silent or like off,
Yeah.
shut off.
And then, if you guys like to listen to music while you're doing work, you can listen through headphones. But you're only allowed to listen to it through the website. No. Actually, you're not at all. You're not allowed to listen to music at all.
That's a school rule. It's not my rule.
So, you're not allowed to listen to music through the computers. But
before or after school, it would be
before or
okay.
after school, you can use the headphones.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you, girls. Bye.